that video games got me very addicted.
Do video games affect me? I think they might. Video games cause students to be focused on things other than school. I see a lot of video games coming into the classroom. I think that's new in the past 5 or 6 years. Students have Game Boys and PS2s and PS7s, and I don't even know what they're called. They just have these things, and they come in and they've got these games on them, and they can play right there under the desk in the classroom. And sometimes I'll go over to talk to a student about their assignment, and I'll find that they've been playing a video game for the past 2.5 hours. No, that's not true. But students do, I think, focus on video games an inordinate amount.
Well, I think they sort of hurt the educational part of your mind because, like how Khadijah said, you get really addicted to it, and sometimes, well, let's just say I know this person and he's so addicted to video games he just won't stop. Which worries me because he doesn't do his chores and he gets yelled at.
Bad thing about video games is, to me, nothing, but something that might be bad is like I'll play my game for hours and hours, and then like I'll be so caught up in the game that when my mom tells me to do something, I won't listen. So yeah, that might be something bad.
The way that they affect is how much time you spend with your family and what you do and what you don't.
For some people, it can make them antisocial, and they just want to sit at home or game online, and so they forget how to communicate face-to-face with actual individuals. I also think that if you have violent tendencies, it might make them a little more violent, but I'm still on the fence about that myself.
Well, I think video games can affect people by the amount of time they spend playing it. Some students come to school sleepy because they spend till 2, 3 in the morning trying to finish a game. Some students, instead of reading and playing outside, they are indoors playing video games, so they lack exercise. And also, they spend a lot of money. It's expensive, those game systems. Those PlayStations give them $300-400, so, and the Wii, very, very expensive. So, they always do not have any money because they have to play these expensive video games.
Video games sometimes affect how I act at school. It could affect anybody, depending on, again, what kind of games you play, because you could try to reenact some of the stuff you do in the video games in your real life.
Some ways, sometimes people try and mimic what's on a video game. Even though they know it's not real, they still try and mimic it. And then in other ways, people, sometimes, I'm not saying I do, but sometimes some people get stuff from video games. Like my little sister, she played a video game and she came back after a weekend and started acting totally different, like better. So yeah, and it was after playing one video game.
Bringing games to school, I don't think they should bring it to school because it's disruptive and it causes a lot of other problems with kids taking other kids' games, and that just causes too many problems. And then a lot of times some kids are not concentrating on their schoolwork, they're sneaking around trying to play their game in class when they shouldn't be.
Some of the good things are you get to experience games like when you play driving games, you get to, if you have a little control thingy, you get to learn how to drive kind of. And yeah. And then like wrestling games, you get to beat up people. It's kind of cool.
They affect me by my mood because it makes me feel better in some ways. Because sometimes I just get mad and just sit on the couch and play video games. I learn to keep myself under control, like how much I play and how much homework I do.
I think video games, if you will, help us do things and go places that we wouldn't ordinarily go. And they help us have an experience in life that to have it in real life might be dangerous, like like flying, for me, I would kill myself and everyone else on the ground, right? But I can do it and simulate it. Or even there's some video games, you know, the Wiis are now very good for people who are shut-ins, people who can't get out, people in nursing homes and rehab facilities. The Wii makes them use their body to bowl, to play tennis, to do things. And they're saying they can't keep people off of these because they can have this total engagement with this great game, but not hurt themselves, right? It's just, they're fantastic. I wouldn't stop them for anything, you know?
Majority of the time I play video games, I play with my family. Like, I play Madden with my dad almost 3 times a week. We sit down and just play for like hours. Then when my sister comes over, we play one of her games for a couple hours. So,
how do I think video games are made?
Might affect people.
Too much fun. Too much fun.
Why? Become fat.
Because it's fun.
Why it's fun?
Why is it fun?
Because it's entertainment.
Become fat.
Out of the 239 students surveyed, 28% of the students maintain that they are addicted to video games. The number of boys claiming addiction was more than double the amount of girls.
It seems that games and the popularity of gaming will only increase over time. Technology has made electronic gaming more appealing and more accessible to people. There are a variety of games available to attract all sorts of interest. We discovered that gaming does affect our school environment in good ways and in bad ways. We have attempted to provide a fair look at video games and the impact they have. We hope this documentary has made you think about video games in new ways and has expanded your understanding of them. We put away the cameras and microphones and shut down the computers for now. But we'll be back soon to explore the next big question and put our school under the magnifying glass once again.